Hey, welcome to SmartTalk. So today, the GoPro is mounted in the inside. I'm trying to minimize all this vibration sounds. Unfortunately, my car is sort of victim of having a sport suspension, and it's very stiff, and everything shakes. And over the years, I've had this car for now 8 years, it's rattled like every plastic bit. So that's what you're hearing. I've not yet able to isolate it. I should focus on driving it. Wow, that's a clean car. Very shocking since it's been raining and snowing for the last 3 days. Huh. Must have just brought it out from their garage thinking, yes, it's the sun. Let's show off my Mazda 3 Protege. That's a cool Jeep. So, the Lego Movie. I was excited about the movie. I knew nothing about it because I didn't watch any of the trailers. And when it started, I was just like, wow. I was sort of speechless for a second because I know in today's computer animation, everything needs to look slick, and that's just not a good start. So today I wanted to talk about the Lego Movie. I'm sure. So today I wanted to talk about. So today we're gonna talk about the new Lego Movie, which it isn't quite new anymore. I made a mistake. I'm a huge Lego fan. I love Lego. I still do create some Lego pieces, as you can see, the watch. So the movie, I knew nothing about it. Nothing. I didn't even know it was coming out. I try not to watch movie trailers anymore, just because I still want that sort of suspense feeling of just that gem, right? Where you got into a movie, you knew nothing about it, and you were just blown away by the whole experience. So, my girlfriend, who's also a Lego fan, said to me, there's a Lego Movie. And I'm like, what? There's a Lego Movie? And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I've seen lots of Lego computer animations. There's like even a superheroes Lego animated short on Netflix. And so I was, thinking the same thing. And I played a lot of Lego video games, so they've got a lot of cinematics and funny little bits. So I thought it was going to be the same sort of thing. But then when it started, I'm like, wait a sec. Is this computer animated? Hey, wait, this is kind of like Robot Chicken. Is this stop motion? And I was like, just in awe of like, this is just really cool because it's not the typical Lego animation that you usually see. Yeah, the movement was really cool because they chose to animate it in a way where it really felt like the toy and not Lego the characters. So instead of the characters looking all like moving like all human-like, it was more like someone playing and manipulating the toy. Now, there are spoilers here, so be careful. It totally, after you watch it, you're like, oh, that's why they chose to animate it that way. So that, because to tie in the fact that really it is the imaginations of a kid or the adult playing with these toys. So it goes hand in hand. And, my thoughts right now, there's just so much about this movie. Initially, amazing. Like, it was an amazing movie. Technically, because for the first time you get to sort of watch Lego, the way you connect it as a toy, being brought on the screen. Because they chose to choose an animation style that looked like stop motion. The toys didn't really bend in weird ways that it wouldn't do in real life. And that to me brought it closer to the heart because as a Lego fan, it felt genuine. It wasn't just the Lego characters you knew that was now animated. It was a really cool experience because the toy aspect of Lego wasn't lost. Now, in hindsight, it was a brilliant marketing idea for Lego to launch this movie because after watching it, really it's just a long commercial. It's to advertise Lego toys. I know, you're saying like, hey, buddy, you sat in a Lego movie. You didn't expect it to be a advertisement for a Lego product, but I'm like, it doesn't always have to be that way, right? Because it can be a Lego movie and not push, like, hey, we want to sell more Lego. But just be like, hey, here's some Lego and we kick ass. Look at these toys, they're awesome. Look at the funny stories. And there was a lot of funny stuff in it. And the story was pretty cool. But for me, the movie lost me when it switched to the real life. And you realize that what you're seeing is like a set of someone's basement. And I know we've seen movies like this before, like Toy Story, and it's really like, micro and macro comparisons. But when I saw Will Ferrell, who does the voice acting for one of the characters, and when I saw him being shown in the movie as Will Ferrell, like the real life version, I was lost. My feelings start to sway away from the movie. And then the movie started to become kind of corny. And the whole like father and son relationship, where the son is trying to, not follow the rules and just have fun with Lego, and Will Ferrell's character is all about just like order and, super gluing everything. And that aspect of the movie it bored me. And wow, that son is awesome. Yeah, that aspect of the movie just started to bore me, and after that, my attention sort of wavered, and then the movie ended. I was still excited about what I had watched. Very cool animation. Very faithful to getting that stop motion sort of feel in a computer animation. And yeah, it was pretty cool. But then I couldn't get over the fact that, the live action. And, there's movies like SpongeBob where David Hasselhoff makes a cameo appearance and he's live action. But I don't think that one was as bad, because if any fan of SpongeBob had watched the entire series, they've seen live actors being used before in the series, right? It's not a complete deviation from this formula of SpongeBob. And for me, when David Hasselhoff appeared in the SpongeBob movie, it was like, hey, pretty cool. And it's David Hasselhoff. But when Will Ferrell came on the screen, and the whole illusion of the Lego world becomes just that it's a set in a basement, and the imaginations of a child playing with the toys, I sort of got lost. It didn't feel quite as good. And it felt more like just a message to parents and kids playing with Lego. And yeah, it sort of lost my attention. So the Lego movie is very cool on technique. It's a great animation, and it showcases the toys in a very great way. But the storyline is a bit weak. It's very kid-oriented, and the whole father and son tie-in with the live actors, with like their whole story part, I'm like, oh no, not cool. Where should we go now? let's turn left. Oh, I remember this street. This is the street that my friend taught me how to drive a manual transmission in his Civic Si. And it's so straight. We went the speed limit. Hey, this thing's pretty fun. Should we just drive around in a circle? I think so. It's like a little mini racetrack. Okay, I think I should exit. People are gonna think I'm lost. And straight we go.